Our tale of the tape for this amateur bantamweight fight. J.J. Redmond versus Dillion Cox. Round number one. Black and white trunks for Redmond, black trunks for Cox.
Redmond with his hands very low. Very, very low. Maybe looking to counter punch. He looks like he's a little bit lengthier of a fighter, but he should probably be keeping his hands up this early.
See a lot of movement for Redmond. That's just what he told us. Keep angling, keep moving. There's the shot. Nicely defended. Second effort. There's the follow through from Dillion Cox. The hallmark of strong wrestling, not the first, but the second effort. Redmond now looking to sweep, can't do so, and right in the full mount goes Dillion Cox.
It's always such a benefit to get to a dominant position off of the takedown instead of have to play with the guard.
Big ground and pound from Dillion Cox. Brendan Fonensteel taking a close look. You see Redmond trying to walk up his guard, can't do it. Now the step over, trapping the shoulder, and Redmond gives his back. Cox now looking for the rear naked choke. One hook in, now both hooks in.
He needs to keep him flat here. There he goes. He needs to get his hip in, keep him flat if he wants to finish this fight, not let him get his base underneath him. This is a very tough position to defend in. He's landing unanswered punches. Fonensteel could step in at any time.
Unfettered shots, there's the double right hand. Shades of your fighter David Rickles with that. Shades of Kazushi Sakuraba, 125 remaining round one. Back to the conventional left and the right hand on full back mount, both hooks in. The turn back by J.J. Redmond from bad to worse. His mouthpiece comes out, we keep fighting. Fonensteel needs to wait for a break in the action, we're not getting it there. Redmond walking up his guard now, trying to cage walk. Just trying to alleviate the pressure, stop the flow of punches.
Cox keeps trying to trap his arm with his knee and land those punches from the mount. The problem is you lose control of the hips, as we see here with Redmond, trying to escape out the back door because that got Cox too high, trying to trap the arm with his leg.
Redmond looking for an inverted triangle, now looking for an arm bar out the back door, can't do so. Nicely done by Cox, now stacking J.J. Redmond. A lot of time remaining in round number one, 35 seconds to go. Redmond taking a lot of punishment, knee on belly, back on the offensive goes Dillion Cox. Full mount, more ground and pound.
Cox is doing a great job of getting dominant positions and landing good punches, but there we go again with the knee over the arm and almost got caught with his hips too high.
You see Cox very high walking up the chest in this full mount on J.J. Redmond. Now moving into almost a can opener position.
Looks like he's trying to set up a triangle if he can get that foot free.
That's exactly what he's doing, stepping over on a mounted triangle. You see the arm in. Final seconds, round number one. A lot of squeeze on that. Redmond trying to hold on. There's the horn, the end of round one. Round number two. Redmond no doubt wants to keep this standing as long as possible. Playing all defense, taking a lot of punishment once he was taken down. It was just that one takedown and he could not get back to his feet. There's the body kick from Cox.
Cox looks like he built some confidence in that first round. Maybe he wants to try a little stand-up. They're both moving around really good here. A couple wannabe Dominic Cruzes out there moving their head a lot with their hands low.
Kick just under the armpit. And then walking again forward, claiming the center of the cage. Swing and a miss with the right hand by J.J. Redmond. Very active in his stance, Joe, is Redmond.
And both of them are doing very well moving. These guys both have good footwork for amateurs. They're not standing right in front of each other, just throwing bombs. They're really moving a lot of head movement, trying to make the other guy mess and set up their own offense.
Redmond trying to establish the jab. Has the reach advantage, but that was one of the rare jabs that he's thrown in this fight. You see they're trying to keep the distance on the outside. There's the outside kick. Good movement from Dillion Cox, content to stand here in round one after a very strong round two.
And we see that a lot, Sean, in MMA with tough wrestlers out there to try to get more comfortable in their stand-up. We saw a kid 10-8, the other kid in the first round. If I'm in his corner, I'm telling him, hey, go out there, throw a couple shots, let's take this kid down again and finish him this time.
Inside kick that landed high on the thigh. Snapping kick, slapped the flesh, the crowd reacted. Joe, you can see now Cox starting to feint with the level change.
He's either trying to set up strikes with that, or maybe he's looking to try to get his takedown and get dominant position again here for the end of the round.
Redmond trying to wave Cox forward to the center of the cage. I believe the expression is you have to make someone fight your fight. You can't ask them to fight your fight. This is the fight of Dillion Cox. Level change, takedown attempt. He's 2 for 2 in hitting takedowns. Closed guard now from J.J. Redmond.
The difference between the takedown in this round and the first is that he wasn't able to pass the guard on the takedown. He ends up in the closed guard here. It's going to be hard for him to pass and do enough damage with 25 seconds left in the round. But we did finally see a takedown from him here, trying to secure the round towards the end.
Redmond holding that low closed guard, looking over to his corner. 10 seconds remaining, round number 2. Much different round in terms of tempo and tenacity from round 1. Nicely read by Cox. Holding the front headlock position, and he holds it to the horn.
Pretty close round there at the stand-up, but I'm going to give that one 10-9 Cox.
Third and final round. Fight number 1 tonight, VFC 48. We're in Des Moines, Iowa. Bantamweights J.J. Redmond versus Dillion Cox. Redmond starting to play to the crowd, starting the posture. Just like that, taken down. And right into full mount.
He tried to time a knee there, but got taken down right away.
Looking for the arm bar. Trying to straighten out the arm for the finish is Dillion Cox.
He doesn't have a good angle here, Sean. I think he's going to try to transition over to a triangle. But Redmond's doing a good job of controlling his legs and passing his guard.
First time we've seen Redmond with top position in this fight. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining, third and final round. J.J. Redmond now in the side control. In position to throw knees to the body if he so chooses. Cox looking the cage walk.
It's going to be hard for Cox to escape while he's holding on that tight to the head. When you attach yourself to the head like that, it makes it hard for you to move out from underneath him.
Close guard now from Dillion Cox. Redmond unwilling thus far to posture up and try to unload with ground and pound. Chest to chest, being held close by Dillion Cox. There's Cox throwing with the left hand from the bottom. Cox looking over and nodding to his corner. Body shots with the left hand by J.J. Redmond.
One of the major differences as an amateur is you don't have nearly as much time to work. Here we are with only almost a minute left in this fight, and it seems like it just started.
Looking for the triangle now. You see the arm in, not fully locked. A lot of space though. Redmond still trying to get his left leg up under his knee.
Needs to pull that left arm of Redmond across his body and quit hunting for the leg right there. He's got a good angle. It doesn't do you any good without the arm across.
Trying to pull in his leg now is Dillion Cox. Tightening on the triangle, and that is tight. Rolling over Redmond, and Redmond now in all sorts of trouble. Redmond trying to fight with hands, but not peeling off the legs. You see some space though.
Redmond's doing a good job trying to step over the body. He wasn't able to do it. Now we got Cox coming to a mounted triangle on top.
Full mounted triangle, and huge problems again for J.J. Redmond. Here come the punches out of the mounted triangle. Final seconds in this fight. Cox looking to finish. Redmond pops his head free. Out of triangle danger, but not out of danger. Cox with side control, scrambling. Cox holding side control. 3 rounds up, 3 rounds down, in the end of a very entertaining, high-tempo bantamweight fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Kevin Caldwell and Chris Moore scored about 30-26. Ben Wilson scores it 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Dillion Cox.
A unanimous decision win for Dillion Cox, and very happy as he gets his first ever AMI MMA victory. Well done from Dillion Cox to earn the win in the victory cage.